Hello, hello! It's Julie Davison from JulieDavison.com. Welcome to Thursday Night Live Stamp Therapy. I'm so excited that you're joining me today. I have some fun things to share with you. I've been working on some kits lately, and so today I'm going to show you the kits that are coming out in my August bonus project kit, and then we're gonna finish up with a mystery stamping, a stamp along with me. I was able to include the measurements in the video description before I started, so if you didn't see my earlier post, read the description of this post right now and you can cut your cardstock and get things ready to go while I am stamping, and then at the end we're gonna all stamp together and make a card. I'm really excited about this card. It's kind of a fun thing I think you're going to want to try again and again with some other paper. So say hi when you jump on, even if you're watching the replay. Let me know what you're doing tonight. I just posted this yesterday. I'm super excited about this. I don't want to say past tense because hopefully I can still go back to doing it, but I live over in Champaign, Illinois, and I used to live in Springfield, which is about 90 miles away, and so a few times a year I typically go back over to Springfield and I do a big card class over there. Then I work with a couple other demonstrators, and it's so much fun, and I love seeing everybody and stamping together, and as you can imagine, we had to not do our classes this year, and I've been missing it. I've been missing everybody, and I've gotten some comments from people who are missing the card kits as well. So in sort of the same way that I used to do the to-go kits, I'm offering a Stamp a Stack at Home card kit. I only have a limited number prepared, but they are ready to send. So I'll be sending them out tomorrow to those who have already purchased. And if you would like one and you haven't purchased one yet, make sure you grab one quick because, like I said, there's only a limited number available. I just made up as many as I could, and once they're gone, they're gone. I'm not going to make any more up. So I included the link in the video description. If you're interested in getting the fall card kit, then check that link out and you can get that. There's 8 different cards, pre-cut, pre-punched. I did everything that I could for you, die cutting labels and punching pieces, except stamping. So there's no stamped images in this kit whatsoever. So you can customize the cards with your own stamps, ink, and adhesive at home. So this is what you're going to get. You're just going to get all the guts, all the pieces, all the card pieces to make cards. So you can customize them, like I said, if you don't have all of the same stamp sets. But you'll get pictures of everything and measurements and some tips and things like that as well. So that's what that is. If you're interested, make sure you get that, and the link again is in the description. I also have 2 Stamp of the Month Club card kits left over, and this is the one where you get the stamp set or the bundle along with the card kit, but it's the same sort of concept. You get 2 each of 3 different designs. This features the Love of Leaves, and so I've got 2 of those available, so if you're interested in that, I don't think I put the link in the description, but I will add it when we're done. So if you want Stamp of the Month Club, I've got a couple of those left. But today I want to show you my monthly bonus project kits. These are kits that I send out to my customers when they order $40 or more every month. And so it's different every month. Every month there's a new kit, and this is kind of what it looks like. It comes in a flat envelope like this. I've got the postal regulations all figured out so that I can be a first-class non-machinable letter. There's a certain weight and certain dimensions and thickness and all that stuff. So I've got all my pieces just right. And so this is what these packages come with or look like. Like I said, they're going to be different projects every single month. So these are the projects for August. If you place an order with me in September of $40 or more before tax and shipping, it's going to be a different kit, but it's going to be the same sort of style. So there's 3 pre-cut projects and then a free gift. So everyone who ordered in August will get the basic pearl jewels. a package of that. And then you get little pictures so you can see what the projects are supposed to look like. And there's a special web page where you can put in the password. The password is not password. I covered it up with the word password. But there is a password that you would put into the web page, and it brings up a special password protected page with pictures and details and measurements and supply lists and video. And then in addition, you also get a bonus project sheet. So this is usually like anywhere from 8 to 12 or 15 different project sheets featuring a different suite. So for August, it's the Gilded Autumn suite that I'm featuring. And again, the insert link here, it doesn't work. It's just my sort of sample. So don't try to go there because there's nothing there. But the real sheet will have the real link. And that's just an extra little bonus thing for shopping with me. You get access to that. Now, one of the things I love is that I let my team subscribe to get these kits. So there's a perk of joining as a demonstrator on my team. Everyone on my team can subscribe to get these kits for just $5 a month, which does not nearly cover the cost of the kit and the gift and everything, but I subsidize it for my team. So if you're on my team and you're not already subscribed, then make sure you ask me about it or check the team newsletter for a link to subscribe. But you have the option to subscribe to those kits. If you're not a demonstrator yet and you're not working with another demonstrator, we'd love to have you on the Jubilant Stampers team. In September, there's a special going on. You can get an extra gift pack with your starter kit. So you can choose $125 worth of stuff for $99, plus you get all this extra stuff, which is like another $58. You get these 2 stamp sets, So Much Love and Queen Anne's Lace. And then you also get project kits. See how I tied that in? I love project kits. You get 8 each of 2 different cards, and Stampin' Up! Has pre-designed some cards using those stamp sets that you get in the kit. So you can make these cards or you can make other cards. You also get a package of rhinestones. So all of that extra on top of all the stuff that you pick out in your starter kit, and then you get to be part of my team, and then you can subscribe and get these project kits for free. It's okay if you're not ready to be a demonstrator. We have lots of fun, but it's not for everyone. So if you would like to earn a free project kit, then you can also do that by placing an order in my online store at juliedavison.com/shop. Again, $40 or more before tax and shipping is what's going to get you this kit in the mail. And if you did order in August, we're working on these right now and getting them in the mail in the next few days. So watch for them next week. It's coming soon to your mailbox. So I thought I would just walk through and show you these awesome projects because I was really excited with the way they worked out. The first one is this little treat box, and I think I showed this in another video, but it's just so freaking cute. I wanted to share it again. This is a die in the mini catalog, and what is it called? Little treat box. Let me grab the catalog. It's like at the very, very back. It is the last stamp set and bundle right here, the little treat box die. And the thing I love about this is that it's just one cut from the die. So this is, you can get this from a half a sheet of paper. Look at this. I was cleaning up. You guys know I cleaned up my room downstairs to make room for the classroom. And I found this foam block. And it's supposed to be an antenna thing, you know, to go on your car antenna, but I thought I would use it to hold my my paper piercer so that I can keep it nearby without always poking myself. So I'm just going to poke out these little scallop pieces here. And like I was saying, this cuts from one half sheet of cardstock. So you can get 2 boxes from one sheet of cardstock. And the thing I love about this is that you don't need multiple pieces like you have done, like you have needed for other boxes. It's all one piece that you can fold up to create the box. So you're going to fold these up. These little pieces go into the slots. And then these fold up to the side. See how easy that is? That's crazy easy. Let's find our tear tape. Whoops, down here. Every time I get my stamp room cleaned up, I just make a big mess again. Now last time I put it on here and I went too far. So I'm going to put the adhesive on this part of the box so that I don't go too far up with it. This is tear tape. If you don't have any tear, it's, what is it called? Tear and tape. Right, tear and tape? Why does that sound wrong all of a sudden? I love the tear and tape. It's perfect for projects like this that are 3D. It's a little bit stronger and super easy to apply because you can just tear it right off the roll. For a terrible adhesive, it's really awesome. Ha ha ha, did you catch my pun? All right, so that's just gonna fold up on the sides. Same thing on the other side, this little liner. Would it hold a tea bag? Yeah, I think it would. If the tea bag like is in a you know, a little packet, you might have to you know, squish in the ends a little bit, but it definitely would hold a tea bag. The tea I usually drink, the tea bags are not inside little packages, like it's just a box that has the tea bags in it. So that's what I'm referencing for size, and I feel like I could get 2 of them in there. But you would probably want to have it in, like, if I did those tea bags, I'd probably want to have them in like a cello bag or something, just to, what is this little bit here? I don't know if that is just something that didn't die cut right. Let's just give that a little rough edge, a little trim. Oh, you guys, there's a little delay, so you guys just caught my pun. I cracked myself up. All right, so this paper is 1 by 6, and it just wraps just around here, and I'm going to make that be the back. It lines up perfectly. You could make it the front. It doesn't really matter that much, but sometimes I cover up the seam with an embellishment, but this time I'm going to go a little bit higher on that. So that's the back. This is the front. And then we're just going to do some simple embellishing. So we're using the Especially For You. This is from the Coordinating Little Treats stamp set. This is the stamp set that is bundled with the die. So it's got like something for all different occasions in there. So this is a really good set if you want to make little treat boxes for Christmas or a wedding shower, or just, you know, Halloween, or just treats, birthday. Like, I feel like it has so many different uses. And then the stamps that go with the leaf punch is the beautiful Autumn stamp set. And so there's a punch pack that has 2 different leaves and an acorn. So I'm punching them ahead of time, so that if someone doesn't have the stamp set, they could just have the leaf on there. Let me see how well I can. Oh, I think I did pretty good. Stamping, it's easier if you stamp first and then punch, I will say. And then mint macaron. I love this little 2-step stamp set. So the PDF that you get access to if you ordered in August, and all team members, is more ideas using this Gilded Autumn, the Gilded Autumn Suite. So you'll have more ideas for the stamp set and this paper. There's some really, really awesome projects in there. You guys are going to love it. Oh, one more thing I added. I just wanted to pop and bring in this Cajun Craze. So I'm just snipping the ends here, and we're going to just, since it's so small, I'm just going to stick that on with a glue dot. Oops. Stick it on with a glue dot. A pair of earrings. Yeah, I think a pair of earrings would fit in there. Again, you'd have to package them, like, but they definitely would fit in there. I'm trying to think if there's... hey, Tom, are you in the kitchen? Can you bring me some small candy from one of the girls' bags? I just want to test this treat box. I can't be trusted around candy, so I try not to keep bags of candy for treats because it never lasts long enough to do a video. So just going to put it on here. And then if you wanted to add a pearl, you could add a pearl on there. And then the last thing in the package is the faux suede ribbon. This is in the annual catalog, but it's perfect for this suite. I find myself using it so much this season. So I just tied like a little knot. I guess I should show you some candy in it before I tie it. Oh, like to fit in this box. Okay. Maybe some, like, do they have some Tootsie Rolls or snack size candy? So obviously the full size Hershey bar isn't going to fit. But maybe it gives you an idea of size wise. Like, I think 2 fun size candies would fit in here. I saw someone that had like 4 caramels. Let's see what else we got. A big Tootsie Roll. That's a little big. Now I want to eat that. Do they have any fun size candy? No. So, I mean, some small candies in there. You guys get the picture. I think you could put a lot of different things in here. Thank you, Thomas. So you can tie a bow or you can leave it open. I'm just going to tie a knot, just to kind of hold it closed. And I'm going to show you really quick in the catalog, they have a sample where they cut off the back and made it like right here with the sucker. So I guess they cut off the front, and so it's just the back. And so they've got one here for Halloween and for Christmas with the Ghirardelli chocolate. And then they've also just used it and cut it to make a tag on the card. So lots of different things. The dies in this set also include a scallop circle, a couple tags, and then detailed ornaments, ring, and spider, as well as a framelit for the hat and the present. So a really awesome bundle. One of the first ones that I got, because I just love little treat boxes. I think these are so cute and so easy. Like, you could make these up really fast if you're making up little gifts for the neighbors, or for a party if you're having a small but safe gathering. I think these are super cute. Okay, so that is the first project. Again, this is all in the August project kit. Of course, you can make these at home as well, even if you don't get the kit. So the next thing, well, let me show you. I put a little pearl. If you want to add the pearl, you can do. I just did one right there. Okay, so that was project number 1. Project number 2, oh, this one. Okay, I love this one. Put these packaging aside here so you can see. Okay, project number 2 is this one, and I wanted to show off the awesome stitched leaf dies, and these are bundled with the Love of Leaves stamp set. That's the one, the stamp of the month project kit I was just showing you. So the dies have 2 pieces. There's the stitched outline, and then there is the inside. So when you die cut just this, you get, I don't know how well you can see it, the stitched outline. I feel like it's too dark. Maybe I'm too close. There you go. You can see. You get a stitched negative image. And then if you want, you can add the detail in there too. So when you die cut those together, this is what you get. See how I multitask? We're using it on the other card. This is what comes out. Okay, so then I took this piece, the Very Vanilla piece, and I lined up just the stitching on here, and I die cut that to get this. Okay, so these are done for you. When you get your kit, they're ready to go, and they're ready to make a card. So I just wanted to show you with the plain cardstock what that looks like. But then these line up so you get that stitched leaf effect still. And then we've got a piece of the designer paper. This is the Gilded Autumn designer paper. I love the, oh, I just had a brain freeze. What do they call this pattern? Is that houndstooth? For some reason, all of a sudden, I forgot what it's called. So this is 3 inches by 4 inches on crumb cake cardstock for the card base. And so we're just going to layer these things together. So in order to give this a little bit of depth, we're going to add some Stampin' Dimensionals. And then we'll line it up over, yes, houndstooth. Thank you guys. So we're just going to line this up over the vanilla. So the idea when I die cut it is that there would be an even space at the top and the bottom, and the leaf would be centered in the middle. So now you have a little bit of depth there on the card, and we'll put this down with regular adhesive. Right in the center. Almost done. We're going to add some words. I pulled this thank you from the Beautiful Autumn stamp set. I try when I design the cards for these kits, I try to make it so that you can use the stamps that you have at home and you don't necessarily have to have all the same stamps that I do. So I try to keep that in mind when I design them and make them so that you have the sort of main images included, and then you can add, you know, words or whatever to customize it, because I am not allowed to put stamped images in the kits. That's not allowed per Stampin' Up! Policy. So no stamped images. I can include die cuts and punches, and so I try to do that as much as I can so that you can have a sample and have a try of some of my favorite things from the catalog, like the designer paper and the dies, like these stitched leaves, and the treat box. Okay, so then to finish this off, I'm just going to add some of the pearls. I'm going to get out the package I had open instead of opening another new package. And so I just put, I'm trying to think where I put these. I just kind of did like a couple here and a couple here. They kind of blend in, but just a little bit to add a little bling. I don't know, what do you think? Is it too subtle? Maybe, well, you know what? You'll have a whole package of pearls, so you can put them wherever you'd like. All right, so that's card number 2. What do you guys think of that one? Isn't it pretty? Cajun Craze is my favorite color for the fall, and I just love the pop, right? It's just brown and vanilla and the pop of Cajun Craze. So the next card uses the leaf that we die cut, and so here is the next card. You'll get some other die cut and punched pieces, another piece of the Gilded Autumn designer paper, and then this is kind of it's kind of a fun fold, a little bit different. We started with just a half a sheet of cardstock, and then I scored it also at 1 3/4 inches from the edge, so that's going to fold back, but it's not like a half V-fold. Like, you still get a little peek of the color over here, which I really love. And then we have designer paper. This is 1 1/2 inches by 5 1/4 inches. And that's going to go on the flap like this. And then this is crumb cake, 4 inches by 5 1/4. Now this month I made all the projects like coordinate. They don't always coordinate. They don't always use the same color palette or the same designer paper. But this month I wanted to show off the paper, the Gilded Autumn paper. So I kind of went with that theme and wanted to show off some of those. I just realized this is not a full square. Hold on a second. That didn't die cut right. Okay, here's the right one. I was trying to squeeze one more on the page and it just didn't make it in time. So I'm going to recycle that piece. When you get yours, it'll be a good one. So I've got, this is from the Stitched Shapes. One of my favorite dies. There's ovals and squares and circles all in the same set. So I really like that set. And then we're going to put the leaf on here, and we're going to stamp a sentiment with on the circle. So this is again from the Beautiful Autumn stamp set. It says, "My heart is grateful for you." I think that this Beautiful Autumn might be my favorite. I say that, but then I go back to the Love of Leaves. And the Love of Leaves have the stitch dies, and these are my favorite. So, can I have two favorites? Do you guys sometimes have a hard time picking a favorite? Like, I just want to have it all. And why not, right? Indulge. If you can. Or, you know, what's fun too is if you can buddy up with a friend and you guys each get one, and then you can trade off and share. Okay, so I just did a little twine bow. You could tie it around the stem. I always just do like a faux tie, right? So I just tie the bow and then I stick it on with a glue dot. So it's not actually on, it's not like around the leaf. It's just kind of pretend. So those are the elements that we're going to put together for the tag on this one. And I'm trying to think, I just did regular adhesive to put this down, kind of in the corner, and then some dimensionals on this one. They do play well together, Carla. I definitely think that adding both to your collection is a good thing. Well, and they're different, right? The Beautiful Autumn has coordinating punches, and the other one has coordinating dies. So the leaves are bigger in the Love of Leaves, and they're smaller because they go with the punches in the Beautiful Autumn set. So they're really quite different, and I think it just depends on what you're creating. This is the 2 1/4 inch circle punch, if I didn't say that already. Oh, that might be a problem. Be careful about your Stampin' Dimensionals, because this is going to go on just the flap, and so you don't want it to be sticking to the back of the card and have it sticking the card closed. Gonna do some regular adhesive. You could use tear and tape if you want to make sure that it sticks good, and just put that on the flap. So I only put that in the middle. And here is this card. And again, you could dress it up. You can add some more stamps if you want, but I try to keep these cards just kind of fun and easy to put together so that stampers of all levels will enjoy creating these cards. So here again is the trio of projects. And these are, like I said, these are the August bonus project kit projects. So if you ordered in August, you're going to get this in the mail next week. I forgot to add some pearls here. Oops. You can put them, of course, wherever you want. There's not a wrong way. And you can put as many as you want because you'll have a whole package. So if you want to put on 7 or 5 or 3 or whatever, you can dress up your projects with as many pearls as you want. So, like I said, these are for August. However, there's a new kit every single month. So when you order in September, it will be a different project kit that I have not designed yet, though I have some ideas brewing, and it will be just as fun and amazing. Not the same projects, though. All right. Are you guys ready to stamp with me? It's time for our mystery stamping. I don't have a printout of the measurements. Whoops. However, I did include them in the description of the video. So if you don't have your materials ready, then you can either just watch and stamp with us later, or maybe I'll go slow enough that you can play play along and stamp along with us. I hope that you will share your projects in the Share and Connect group when we're all done. I'll make sure to link to it so that you can see all the other projects, what everybody else creates with. Because one of my favorite things about doing this is that you guys all create different cards. You're using different ink colors, you're using different stamp sets, and all of our cards are going to look totally different. And so I always love so much to see what you guys create. It really it brings me so much joy. So I hope that you'll share your projects. I did show you a picture, so you got a sneak peek of the colors that I'm using. I decided I really wanted a paper that was very colorful and kind of solid. The first one I picked out, and I'm still going to make a card with this, but I didn't finish prepping the supplies, is the that Gilded Autumn paper, because I just love it. So I'm going to make another one. I'll finish cutting the pieces and make this later. So maybe you use that paper, or maybe you used a different one. This is the paper that I've got. It's Poinsettia Place, and obviously it's got poinsettias on it. It has some really just gorgeous colors and patterns. I love the B-sides of this paper because they're really gorgeous and neutral. But we have just some really beautiful Christmas, winter patterns. So for this project, you're going to need a 12 by 12 paper pack because the designer paper piece that you need is 4 inches by 9 inches. And just checking the comments. Oh, I like that, Jenny. Thank you. Dee said to color the pearls to stand out on the last card. That would be a really good suggestion. And you can use the Stampin' blends to color your pearls. So let's take, if we were going to add a pearl to this card, maybe we would want it to be Old Olive. So you can take your Stampin' blends and you can color right on your pearls and create pearls of any color. Isn't that cool? The Stampin' blends really are amazing. Okay, we have some other embellishments. Actually, I picked out the Wonderful Gems to go on this one. I love these little, they're like clear, but they have like a gold glitter inside of them. So we're going to use some, I'm going to use some of those on my cards. You probably have something different. So we've got the designer paper, we've got the card base. Mine is Old Olive. 8.5 by 5.5. Then we have a piece for the inside that's 4 inches by 5 1/4. This piece of coordinating cardstock, so it coordinates with your designer paper, is 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. We have another piece of coordinating cardstock that is 1 inch by 3 3/4 inches. So I picked out So Saffron. And then a piece of Whisper White. It can be 2 3/4 inches by 3 3/4 inches. You could even go a little smaller. You could do like 2.5 by 3.5, or you could die cut this and use a label die to create a label. And I'll show you another sample where I did that. And then a punched piece for your greeting. So the first thing that we're going to do is to score our designer paper. So you're going to need your paper trimmer for this. And the Stampin' Up! Paper trimmer comes with 2 blades. It comes with a scoring blade and a cutting blade. And so we're going to use the scoring blade and we're going to score at 3 inches and 6 inches. Now this card was inspired by one that I saw over the winter, I think it was, from my friend Meg Loven. She's a demonstrator who lives near me, and she always just does amazing things with designer paper. So I saw this card that she did and I thought it was really cool. So you scored at 3 inches and 6 inches, and then you're gonna make like a Z fold, like a zigzag, so that you have the pattern that you want on top, and then it like folds open. Okay. So this piece is going to go on to the colored piece. I'm going to just use regular adhesive to glue that down. folds out. And then the Whisper White piece is going to go inside. So again, like I said, if you want to die cut this, use, you know, a scallop or a stitched or something die, you could dress up your card. You could also make it smaller. I found that the sentiment that I want to put on here did not fit if it was any smaller. So this one is, again, it's 2 3/4 inches by 3 3/4 inches. And so I'm going to stamp the words from the Poinsettia Petals stamp set. It says, "May magic and wonder bloom this holiday." And then I'm going to keep it really simple. And on the bottom of this piece, I'm going to stamp, I'm just going to stamp in yellow. I need a scrap paper to stamp on, so I can go off the edge. Okay. I'm going to go on the side. May magic and wonder bloom this holiday. So this is going to go right in here on the inside. And then on the larger white piece, I'm also just going to do a little stamping. This is going to go on the inside of the card. On the inside of the big card. So that's going to go right here, and plenty of room to write your message. You might be stamping another inside message if you have another thing to go inside or something different. I've been trying to be really good about stamping inside of my cards, and so that's how that one's going to coordinate. Okay, and then so back to this piece, this is going to go on the front, and I just noticed my scoring is just a hair off, so I'm just going to take that off. Okay, so we've got this on the front, this on the inside. We're going to go back to the front, and we're going to stamp the sentiment on our punch. You might have some additional embellishments, maybe some punches or some die cut images to go with this and dress it up. That's fine. Mine is just really simple today with just the punched sentiment. So I don't have anything else to put on here to dress it up. But like I said, you might have more. So what we're going to do now is we're going to glue the paper strip across the bottom, and this is only sticking to the front, so like it still opens up like this. And then we're going to use Stampin' Dimensionals to put the tag on. And this tag punch, I always forget. I think it's called the Timeless Label Punch. I just love the shape of it. It's timeless. The ribbon I picked out is an old olive ribbon. It comes in a ribbon pack that that's part of the Trimming the Town suite. So there's a Poppy Parade and old olive ribbon. And it's really skinny. It's 1/8 inch wide, and it has that gold trim. I just thought it was really pretty with the greens in this designer paper. Okay, Carla's saying you could always run the front of the card base through an embossing folder. Absolutely. In fact, I thought about running this piece through an embossing folder. And there are so many ways that you can dress up your cards. So feel free to really go to town on your card and make it everything that you want it to be. And when you're ready, you're going to tie your ribbon around the folded designer paper, and this is going to hold that designer paper closed. Oh, what did I do there? That was funny. Somehow I don't know, I tied it inside the loop. There's something about tying a bow with a bunch of people watching. That is just slightly terrifying. Oh, okay, so just trim your ribbon, and then you can add it to the card. Now you can do dimensionals. I'm just going to do some tear and tape. I want this to stick really well to my card, so I'm just going to use some tear and tape on this, and then I'm going to add some of those gems to dress up the card a little bit. And again, if you have some punched elements or die cut elements or a stamped image, you know, that maybe you have stamped and added to the front, yours might be a little bit fancier, a little bit more involved, but mine is just going to be real clean and simple tonight. These are really pretty. There's two sizes on here, a big one and a little one. I never know where to put the third one. Do you guys struggle with that too? I feel like I'm good with two of them, and then I don't know about the last one. I feel like it needs to be somewhere down here to balance it, but then there's so much going on right here. Well, that's where it's going to be. So Donna, I knew someone was going to ask this question. Will the recipient realize that they need to untie it? I don't know. I think you can kind of see that there's something going on there. And you might need to tell them that there's a special thing inside. You certainly could make this card without the special folds and just, you know, use the same layout, but I think it's kind of fun to have a message inside. And if you want to, you could put the mini card, because that's kind of what this is. You could put the mini card on top of just a card, like the card front, so that there's nothing else. So then they would figure out that they have to untie it and the message would be inside. So that's another option if you want to make it obvious to open it up. You know, there's no other way. There's nothing else to open except for that. So that would be one way to do it. Or you could put like a tiny little tag that says, you know, open me or something. Yeah, I think, like, when you're looking at this card and you got it in the mail, like, I think you could tell that there's something going on. All right, so this is my poinsettia petals version of this card. I actually made one back in the summertime. I used the Ornate Garden designer paper. This is such a pretty paper. And this was an early release, so I think I actually made this in the spring, like well before the catalog came out. And I used a die cut label here and some of the gems. And then when you open it up, I used a label and I stamped the daisy. So you don't have to have words on the inside. It could just be another image or something else a little special inside to open it. Did you guys finish your card? Yay! Oh, I'm so glad you love it. I can't wait to see what paper you guys picked out. I really think on this card, the paper is the star of the show. And I was trying to figure out what to call this. And I think like a DSP fold, like a Is that enough just to call it the DSP Fold card? Or what do you think we should call it when we're posting and sharing our cards on the Share and Connect group? The DSPZ Folds. I don't know. Like I said, I do think it's the star of the show. Whatever paper you pick out is really what is going to have the big impact. You might have some extra images and some other stuff, but that paper sets the tone, sets the color scheme. Oh, I hope that you'll make a card tomorrow, Jenny. And I would love for you to share it too. Yay! Oh, I'm so glad you guys like it. Well, that's the end of my stamp therapy tonight. Like I said, I do want to make, and I'm going to do, maybe later tonight, I'm going to make one up with this paper too. I think it's going to be really pretty. I just didn't finish cutting the pieces. So watch for that. I'll be sure to post and share these cards as well so you guys can see them. So tonight we did some mystery stamping. I know you guys love that so much, and so I'm going to try to do that every other week during Thursday night stamp therapy. I also showed you my August bonus projects. Which one of those was your favorite? Do you guys like the die cut with the negative image, or maybe you like the little fun folds over here, or the treat box? Leave me a comment and let me know which project was your favorite tonight, and I will draw one name to receive one of the projects that I created. So I'll try to do that tomorrow. And if you won a card last time, I still haven't gotten them in the mail. I'm sorry. I'm trying to catch up. But thank you so much for tuning in tonight. I'm so glad that you all were here, and thank you for stamping along with me. I can't wait to see the cards that you share. Have a great week and happy stamping.